Conor here. This is the main auditorium in IESE Madrid, capacity for 800 people. And what I wanted to reflect on this week is 6 categories of coaching questions. So when you're with someone and they're struggling and you want them to take responsibility, to take action, to go somewhere, there are 6 types of questions that are helpful when you're playing a role as a coach. And the 6 types of questions, the acronym that can help you remember these 6 types of questions is GREASE. GREASE. So the 6 letters of GREASE: G, set goals; R, take responsibility; E is explore options; A, take action; S, situation, understanding where you are; and E, engage responsibly with life. So goals. When you're with anyone, one of the first questions a coach would need to ask is, what do you want? And whether you're a boss, whether you're a parent, just saying, what is it that you want? And helping someone explore, what is it that you want? What do you want to change? For me, Dan Sullivan, one of the best coaches, the creator of Strategic Coach, the question that he asked that I think is just the best way of framing this is, 3 years from today, what needs to change for you to be personally and professionally fulfilled? And this concept of what needs to change somehow gives the person freedom to explore in a way that the question, what do you want, is too open and too big for people to begin. So to me, the best goal question is the one that Dan Sullivan shares with the world. What needs to change for you to be personally and professionally fulfilled? Second, assume responsibility. And I remember as a kid, the statement that my dad would say that I hated the most was, there is no they. And I would tell him that I can't do this, the teacher won't let me. And he'd say, there are no they. When I started work, I would say, my boss won't let me. And he would say, there are no they. And taking responsibility is essentially saying there's always something you can do. Maybe it's too small to be really significant, but there's something you can do to test an idea before you go to your boss. There's something you can do before asking permission of anyone else. And taking responsibility to take the actions you can take right now, seeing yourself as someone who is responsible. There is some way that you are contributing to the problems that you say you don't want, and helping someone see that they do have an ability to take action or an ability to not take action. So responsibility. The third is explore options. And often when I'm teaching, I ask people to write down a list of 20 things. They'll write down 2 or 3 and stop. And I have to push them, say, what else? Come on, get to 20. I don't just want 20 good ideas. Write down stupid ideas, absurd ideas. You have to push quite hard to get someone to let their mind go and really explore. And sometimes pushing them to write down stupid options, absurd options, repeating the same option in different colors, opens their mind to explore different perspectives of a thing. So this exploring options, what else? What else could you do? What resources do you need? Where could you get them? Who could help you? How could you begin that conversation? What do you have that they would find of value? So exploring options. The fourth is action. And nothing changes if you don't change. So to take action, what are you going to do? Who can hold you accountable? Will you let me know when you've had that conversation? Will you let me know how it went when you've sent that email, gone to that meeting, been to that event? And letting them know that there's someone who just wants to know that they do go and take this action. And I think when you're sat on a sofa, the likelihood that you're still sat on the sofa 5 minutes from now is very high. Action, once you're taking action, the next action becomes easier. But when you're not doing anything, it becomes very hard to start taking action. So I think this getting small actions going begins a sort of downward coasting of the next action becomes easier. So getting people to be very clear and specific on what is the action they're going to do. I find when I'm teaching, when you ask people, what action will you take? What action will you commit to this group that you will take? They will say something vague like, I will practice. And what's important for me is, what does that mean? How many minutes, in what format, what will you be practicing, what you'll be working on? And the more specific and clear they'll get about when they're going to do it, how they're going to do it, how will we know if it's done, who they're going to let know that it got done, the more likely it's going to happen. So S, understanding situation. And I think in any situation, if you know where you want to go, but you don't know where you are, that's a real tough journey to start. When you have a map and a compass, you need to first find out where are we before you can then plan a trip towards where you want to go. And there's a lot of people have no idea what their strengths are, no idea what their reputation in a company is, no idea what they're known for. So asking people, what are you known for? If I spoke to your boss, what would they say about you? If you wanted to be known for something around here, what would it be? So helping people just understand the situation. And part of that is understanding power. What is power in your community? What is power in your organization? And they say, if you don't do politics, politics will do you. There's always power in organizations. And understanding how it works in the organizations that are important to you is important. Certainly as you move to the higher levels of organization. Very often early in your career, being competent is a source of power. But as you develop your career, being competent in a specific skill or a task is no longer a source of power. It changes. And it's very dangerous to stick to the original sources of power as your career develops in an organization. The sixth is engage responsibly with life. It's what are you waiting for? Who are you waiting to step in and fix this for you? When are you going to step up and be the leader the company needs from you? When are you going to step up and take responsibility? When are you going to decide that this is important enough to begin? So helping people see that they are responsible, that no one is coming to save you, no one is coming to fix this. If something's important, there's a saying we have in Vistage, if it is to be, it's up to me. What are you willing to do to make a difference, to make it better? So 6 broad types of coaching questions. I hope these videos help you reflect on how to engage better with others around you, how to engage better with yourself. Thank you for your likes, your subscribes, your comments. Keeps me pulling the video out and keep making these videos. Have a good one.